City lawyer Hassan Mabirizi approached the Supreme Court of Uganda opposing the involvement of the Chief Justice Alfonso Owiny Dolo in a case in which Honorable Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu of the National Unity Platform was opposing the victory of President Kyagulanyi Museveni in the January 2021 presidential elections. However, the Chief Justice refused to exit the case, and today he gave his reasons, which include the fact that Mabirizi is not part of the candidates that stood for presidency and therefore should not report any case in regard to elections, among others.
Only a presidential candidate has locus to challenge a presidential election outcome. This being so, it would be quite absurd that a person who has no locus under the law to challenge a presidential election outcome could nonetheless be permitted through the window to join in the proceedings and contest the conduct thereof. Had the framers of the Constitution intended to widen the catchment area for challenging a presidential election outcome, they would have provided so in clear and unmistakable language. Must be reasonable, and the apprehension of bias itself must equally be reasonable in the circumstances of the case. Unfounded or unreasonable apprehension of bias on the part of a judicial officer can never be justifiable basis for seeking recusal.
The Chief Justice also responded to the issues raised by Mabirizi, that he was once President Museveni's lawyer and also that he met with the President at State House.
And that I was under no duty to disclose my status as a former attorney of the first respondent. These facts were already in the public domain in light of the transparency of the appointment process. Apart from the applicant finding fault with my happiness at the function, and my having stood next to the President during the official photo appearance after the service, the applicant presents no other basis for the alleged apprehension of bias. Indeed, I find the applicant's faulting of my attendance of this event and my evident joy at the occasion quite pedestrian, unfortunate, and most unreasonable. I attended the function not to mourn, but to rejoice and pay homage to the Lord God for his goodness.
Paul Mugambe, one of the 9 judges is the one that read the verdict of not extracting all rulings that involve the Chief Justice, and all the 9 judges dismissed the case.
A person sought to be recused disposes of the first, while the response on recusal disposes of the first order sought, we deem it moot to deal with the 2 subsequent orders sought, given that the quorum remains intact and finds no ground to disturb the impugned rulings. Consequently, we dismiss this application.
Mabirizi was, however, not satisfied with the case outcomes.
Government has bifu era tugula nabibongera mu East Africa. Kwa twalodde ekyokulemeramu. Hakati ensonga z'abadula banga zakyana kitonnyo. Ekisooka agamba yekubye endobo. So se n'agamba nti sina buyinza kujja wano kuba siri candidate. Naye ate nze sawa bila kubba kalulu. Najja wano kumugamba owaayi nengero menya amateeka. Ensala ebadde emenya amateeka nitujalabe ekyokukola kubadde kwekaza naye nga mazima gali nti omuntu yenna obuvunaanyizibwa bombuuza oba eyali looya wa Museveni ayinza okulaba Museveni gwa musawo gwa Museveni ate nga looya oyo azaamuwa ebifo okuva 28 jaji wa High Court, jaji wa Apiru, Deputy Chief Justice, ati Chief Justice. Tayinza gamba nti ayinza okubanga abadde fair.
He therefore revealed that he's going to appeal in the East African Court of Justice, as he sounded hopeful.
Naye katujja shwala mu East Africa tubalage nti banne Uganda bwe kitibwe kiri yali looya watula musango gwo najja ne yeekaza n'akugoba n'akugamba nti bwegenda tulina kungamba guvaamu kubanga tewawaaba.
However, Mabirizi had wanted that the ruling be halted until the East African Court of Justice is done with the cases he had reported there.
We are here for a statutory purpose, which is reasons. Actually, there are reasons why you never recused, but there is also a ruling for setting aside earlier proceedings.
So you're talking about arresting a ruling that has already long since been done, and I'm asking you, how do you arrest that which has been done? And you're talking about laws. There are laws all over the place. There are laws regarding making a ruling. and you give the reasons therefore, which we have done.
Tomorrow, the Supreme Court will sit to enlighten on the ruling where they permitted Robert Kyagulanyi Ssentamu to withdraw the case in which he was opposing the victory of President Yoweri Kaguta Tibuhaburwa Museveni. This story has been compiled by Issa Chigongo for Channel 44 Prime News.